And if we love God, then that leads us to the next piece of this, and it's to love others. I like what Jesus said. He says, love because I love you. But you know what? I found out that the disciples and us, we didn't learn that. So later he had to rephrase it, and he said, love your neighbor as what? Yourself. Well, for some of us, that sounds good, but some of us don't love ourselves. You ought to see how we treat ourselves. We berate ourselves. We introduce our body to drugs and other things to try and escape the world. And sometimes I wonder if we really do love ourselves. Most of the time, I think we do. But if we love God, God teaches us how to love others. Now, I know what you're saying, but Pastor, you haven't met that neighbor next to me. He is a pain in the neck. Amen? Come on, y'all looking at me like I'm dumb. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You got that neighbor, right? If you don't have the neighbor, you got an aunt or uncle that you think wish they wouldn't come for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Amen? Oh, that's better. Yeah, see, now you understand. Yes. If you love God, we're empowered to love other people. In fact, we sing a hymn. The world will know us by our what? Love. Love is how we as Christians are called to deal with other people. But you know what we do, right? We like holding grudges. I talked to somebody the other day. They share with me that they hate this person because of what they did. And I said, well, how long ago was that? Well, it was only 38 years ago. What? 38 years this person had been holding a grudge because this person disrespected them on something. I said, well, what was it they disrespected you about? Well, I don't remember, but I remember being disrespected. He doesn't even know why he's holding a grudge. We hold grudges. We refuse to forgive somebody, and we treat that person with contempt. But love says we don't stay mad and we don't stay angry. Now listen, the Bible does not say it's sinful to be mad. If you're married, if you've had kids, you've been mad. Amen? Come on, y'all, don't be sitting back there like you're so self-righteous. Yes. We've been mad. We've been angry. But what is not okay is to stay mad or angry, because that turns into sin and hatred toward a person. Loving God and loving others helps rise us up above that anger. That we love people in spite of the difficulties and struggles that we have. And I got to tell you, that's hard to understand, that kind of love. But if I follow Jesus' reasoning here in John's gospel, if we don't love others, then we're disobeying God. If we don't love others, then we're not fulfilling the first and greatest commandment of loving God. Now, I also got to tell you, most of us disobey on this part. Me too! Like that lady driving down the interstate at 20 miles an hour, and I'm trying to go 70, amen? It's hard to love that terrible driver, amen? Oh, see, some of you understand. But today's the day to change that, to totally surrender to God and then obey by serving God. Loving God leads us to loving others, and then it leads to the last thing, which I have difficulty with, and that's perseverance.